all these songs in my bed about you. Words left unsaid, I'm ready for round two. When you gotta tell me things that I don't wanna hear. This little guppy got the heart, but you bring in the speed. Through bloody waters, but I'm seeing clear. Treading the unknown without hace falta mentir. Tú eres la chica pa' mí. Nena, tú y yo somos dos peas in a pod. Had my heart.
Good morning. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome or welcome back to our channel. My name is Cheney. I'm a second-year high school teacher in the state of Oklahoma, and I teach Latinx studies and women's studies. Welcome to another day in my life video. I started a week in my life last week, and last week got so busy that I filmed like 2 days of the week, and it was only like 30 seconds each. Today is Tuesday. Today honestly is going to be a very chill day. First of all, it is very cloudy and it's sprinkling outside. I keep looking out there because I wish I could just be outside, like sitting on a patio or sitting on a balcony or something, just like drinking some coffee and just like relaxing. But I'm here and I'm gonna make the best of it. Apart from it being chill because it's cloudy and rainy, we're also testing today. So my team's kids, which is for some schools would be equivalent to like a homeroom. I have the same team for all 4 years. They're sophomores now. I love them very dearly. They are coming here straight in the morning instead of coming between 3rd and 4th hour. Usually they come between 3rd and 4th hour every single day, but today they're coming straight here, and we are testing for the next 2 days. So they'll be testing from pretty much the beginning of school when the bell rings here in a little bit all the way until I want to say 4th hour, maybe lunch. I'll have to check the schedule again, but I am planning to just use the time that I am proctoring in here to plan and get ahead, because I think this is the perfect opportunity to do that. I think I can proctor and plan at the same time, so we'll see how that works out. But Meech dropped me off at school today because he works just like literally 4 minutes away from here is his school. Okay, so we are gonna get this day started. I don't know exactly how much I'll be filming today, but I should be able to film a little bit more in the afternoon. So I'll check in with you guys later. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're having a great beginning of the 2022-2023 school year. We're all here. The day is done, and I didn't realize how much I would hate proctoring exams until today. I don't even know. It was just the worst. Like, I hated it. You cannot pay me enough money to proctor an exam. Like, I'm sorry. Especially high school students, because like they want to sleep, they can't stay awake. Well, not all of them. I had 4 boys today who, you know, they just give me like, they throw the most challenges at me is the best way that I can say it. 4 boys in my class, in my teams, that give me the most challenges, and they can't stay awake. Of course, they can only never not stay awake when they're taking this exam. Anyway, I didn't know how much we were expected as teachers to like push students to like actually take this standardized test and like do their best on it and get through it. 3 of those boys were like on question 2 for like 3 hours, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do as a teacher to get them to move along? Like, I can't sit there and take the test for them. I can't make their fingers push the buttons on the computer so that they can answer the questions. I can't make their eyes read the passage. So I finally had to just like say, like, you know, I know you're bored. I know you don't want to be here. I know this is the last thing you want to be doing today, but if you don't take this test now, they're gonna make you take it again. And you're gonna have to do all of this over again for 3 hours with no talking on your computer, taking the exact same exam that you're taking right now, obviously with different questions because it's an adaptive test. You could have used these 3 hours to get it done and to forget about it after that. But now, because you've not used this time to do that, you're gonna have to do it again. Like, they're gonna reschedule you to take the test again. Like, I said my piece with them, and anyway, Meech is on his way to come pick me up. So we're gonna go home and eat, and rest. Wednesday morning, good Wednesday morning. I am here at Meech just dropped me off at 7:33. I have been so good about being here on time, and not rushing. I feel like even though Meech kind of runs behind a lot, I run behind a lot. We have been a good team in the mornings. I need some chapstick because I also need some perfume. I forgot to put on perfume. This is Jason Woo. I got this when I used to have a, you can't see it, but I got this when I used to have a Scentbird subscription, and I still have some samples left that I didn't use up all the way. And then down here in my emergency drawer where I keep menstrual products and floss and all of that, I have some Bath and Body Works. What is it? Sugar. It's something sugar that I found at Goodwill, and it was not expired. It still smells hella good, and I got it for $2. Today is Wednesday, so we are halfway through the week. We are testing again today. So my teams are coming in at 8 o'clock, and they are doing MAPS testing, the math portion, until 11. I was thinking yesterday of how can I have a conversation with them about how important it is that they take this MAPS test, because one of the motivations for them could be that the school requires them to go into either remedial math or remedial math or remedial reading classes, which we call literacy here at my school, literacy classes. So if they don't do well on the MAPS test, they are required by our school to go into those remedial classes. And some of our students just don't take the test serious enough to actually do it or try to do well on it. And even though they might not actually need those remedial math classes, their testing scores tell us that they do. And they obviously don't get credit towards graduating from those remedial classes. So it's just, I don't know that they fully understand that, or maybe they do and they just haven't found the motivation to care yet. We are honestly just taking it easy because they're testing for 3 hours straight in the morning. And then I also don't necessarily want my 5th, 6th, and 7th hour to be 2 days ahead of my morning classes. Just for organizational purposes, I feel I personally don't want to do that because my morning classes are going to be 2 days behind if I start introducing new content to my afternoon classes, and then they're going to get my afternoon classes will get a lot more review time than my morning classes, and I feel like that's also not fair. So thinking about what I can do with my afternoon classes today that can be productive, but not just us sitting around watching a movie or sitting around doing nothing, or maybe I can do some community building stuff. I will catch up with you guys a little bit later. This week has been just so busy. So I will try to catch in with you guys around the afternoon and update you with how the day is going along.
Writing all these songs in my bed about you.
Happy Friday! We are already on Friday. I literally have not filmed pretty much anything all week. It's just been busy. It's been good busy, but it has been busy. Thursday, which was yesterday, I had my students taking notes over the Aztec Empire. And what else did we do? Oh, there's an activity that I found where they have to figure out how their name would be written in Mayan hieroglyphs, so we did that together. And then today they're doing an escape room, which, let me tell you, if you have not done an escape room for your class yet, I highly recommend. I happen to find one on the Aztec Empire on Teachers Bay Teachers. I will try to link it down below. I'll try to remember to do that. I'll show you after school what the stations look like, but here's the final thing, right? This has locks on it. I know there's some teachers who go all out and buy boxes and locks to put on the boxes, and they have to get the right code. to go to the next level, and they have to open the box with the right code so that they can get the questions or the hints to the next level. I'm not trying to do that. Okay, we're still working with the teacher budget here. So I just had them do the levels normally. So they start with level 1, obviously they go up to level 5, which is the hardest level, and they have to use each level has 4 multiple choice questions. They have to put the answers to those questions here on the first line, and then at the end of that level there's a puzzle that they have to use their answers. They have to use their answers to decode the puzzle, and so here you would get your code from depuzzling it, decoding it. I'll show you what that looks like here in a little bit. I've been loving it, they've been loving it. It's been so funny to watch them kind of do this, and I've been threatening lunch detention if they don't get out. Like the point is, because there's nothing keeping them in here that they have to escape. The escape is them finishing this with all the right codes and finally getting that final code and escaping lunch detention. So I obviously don't tell them that it's an empty threat until the end, but my second hour I had all my groups finish. I had one group finish right before the bell rang, and my second hour I had 2 groups finish. So we'll see how my my 6th and 7th hour Latinx studies goes with that, but it's just review. So they're reviewing things that we already know through the game of escape room. Am I wording that correctly? Anyways, you understand what I mean. So anyway, I hope that you guys are having a great week, and that for us, we're going into the 4th week of school after this weekend, and then we have a week break after that for Labor Day. We get a whole week break for Labor Day. Like, I don't as a teacher, I get Monday and Tuesday off, but the students get a full week off, and we have Wednesday through Friday as PD, which, I mean, you know, as an educator, like, even if you have to be at school, being at school without students is still a break. I'm gonna go get my room ready for my afternoon classes. Today is Friday, so we had Food Truck Friday, and I got something from one of my favorite OKC food trucks called Ricas Botanas. I got the Tosti Haiwa. It's like hot tortilla chips, like spicy tortilla chips with shrimp and something else. Is it crab? I think it's like imitation crab. Cucumber, hot sauce, jalapeno, cilantro, all of the good stuff. Like, and it comes in the hot chip bag. Like, I think people call it a walking taco, but it's like not a walking taco. It's so much better.
Sweeter than a peach shopping in your eye. Think I lost my card, ain't seen it in a while.
School is out, and if this will focus I can show you, but here is kind of how I had my escape room set up. Is it the fanciest thing? No, but it did work and my students really enjoyed it. So here is level 1, and here's the first question, and then I have all of the other questions for level 1 spread out over here. And the good thing about this, or the challenging thing, is for level 1 and 2, the questions are kind of out in the open, easy for them to find, except for this one, which I hid behind a curtain. You know, you start out pretty easy for level 1 and 2, but once they get over to level 3, so this is level 3, and then over in that corner I have level 4, and then over there level 5, the questions for each level get harder to find. So like, I have one here, but then I have one hidden down here. I have one hidden behind my teacher response to seizure. I have one hidden in the couch, like, and then they just get gradually harder to find. So if you haven't done an escape room like this before in your classroom, I've never actually done an escape room in real life. I printed off, or I hope I printed off. I feel like I never know with our printers this year if the print job that I send down to the big printer will actually go and print. But next week we are doing, so we've talked about the truth about Columbus. We have talked in depth about indigenous societies in the Americas, and then we've here recently in the last couple of days done a deeper dive into Aztec society and Toltec and Olmec, and essentially the indigenous societies that are known from coming from Mexico. It also makes them, you know, question about the production of history. If anyone has read Michelle Trujillo's Silencing the Past, it's a book on how history is produced. It really just, you know, this is the part in the semester where I start to see those little light bulbs flicking on or turning on top of their heads, because they're like, you know, I never thought about it that way. But yeah, I need to print stuff. I need to send it to the printer. I need to make sure it prints. While I wait for Meech, that's what I need to do.
Nena, tú y yo, dime cómo lo ves. Me hace falta tu amor, I say it with my chest. En la esquina paso el día fumando